I live in a country.
I'm in a mood for love.
Don't cry, Mewtwo. You should be happy. And don't cry, Mewtwo. You should be happy.
Just thought that I would try.
'Cause I still feel your presence flowing through my veins. I can only play so much on my fucked up brain. And the pills that I've been taking just accentuate the pain. So I'll build my own way to rest my frail brain. Just thought that I would try. 'Cause I still feel your presence flowing through my veins. I can only play so much on my fucked up brain. And the pills that I've been taking just accentuate the pain. So I'll build my own way to rest my frail brain. As I still feel your presence flowing through my veins. I can only play so much on my fucked up brain. And the pills that I've been taking just accentuate the pain. So I'll build my own way to rest my frail brain.
You're the only one who kept me together.
Pikachu.
ドネームはホーク。
ともかく俺たち泥棒には関係ねえ話だ。ほい藤子、ほらよ次元。
サンキュー。
Alrighty, so let's get this shit started. Let me go ahead and there we go. Click record. Let's get this party started, man. So this is the original GameCube version of Metroid Prime, not the remastered version that I had been playing. Hopefully this goes well. Yeah. Oh! But I figured for these footage runs, this should work. But no, to answer your question, no, I do not currently get paid for any of this. This is all stuff I'm doing as kind of a hobby. Got the free time currently to do all this stuff, so I would say that if anything, going forward, if work was to interfere with my streaming aspect, I'd at least keep up my videos. So like I'd be doing like probably nightly stream of some game, get some footage, stuff like that, and then we just move on into something else. So yeah, after playing the remaster version, like I'm looking at this and I'm like, man, they really did make that game look absolutely gorgeous on the Switch. Like fucking nuts. At least look really damn good, so I'll give it that. Oh, so sassy. Oh! Yeah. No, I can understand that. That's rough. I have a buddy here in the States that has a lot of the same issue. He receives disability from the military and can't really work or anything like that, otherwise he loses his disability, which is shameful. So the only issue I'm seeing with this is that they switched my goddamn stuff for the... Taking my time here. Playing through the remaster has spoiled me. But even without all the lighting effects, this game is still absolutely fucking gorgeous. if anything, I could always finish this on the remaster and just get some footage of this. If that's something you'd rather do, if you guys would rather see that, that is fine. Something tells me that this game doesn't highlight the ones I need to scan with red. I can't remember or not, but like I said, if you guys would rather see the more high-def version down the line today, just let me know. And we can finish up Metroid Prime on the remaster and just do that. And basically be like, you know, we can play this as capture some footage. Oh, honestly, it doesn't matter to me. I'm just more concerned about what's better for you guys. Like, if you'd rather see the more high-def, widescreen version of this, I can do that. But I figured keeping it in its original aspect ratio for some of this, at least for some of the review, would be great. Because, I mean, like I said, I'm looking at this, and it is still just absolutely gorgeous. I gotta switch those buttons around. Alright. I just figured for review purposes, it would make more sense for me to do this like this. Ah! Yeah, okay. Yeah, they're still there. Alright. Does it look good to you guys and everything? There he is. There's our buddy. I know that it is a GameCube game, so the frame rate isn't going to be perfect. And considering I'm playing a backup and I have yet to actually play Metroid Prime on this PC, I have to deal with other things as well. Like buffering and shader loading and all that shit, so... And he still fucking hits it. Alright. 1 second, folks. Controls. Port 1 controls. We're going to keep it at analog, but we're going to switch X and Y. Alright. That should make this a bit easier. Yeah, way easier. Especially once I get to the super weapon. What? Yeah. It is a lot more fun for me playing this with these old controls, though. What's too bad? Literally just played this part last night on the fucking remaster again for my birthday. Screw that all.
Evacuate immediately. Evacuate immediately. Evacuate immediately.
Gotta say, like, this part always blew my mind on the GameCube specifically. Like, all these effects, plus, like, the fucking smoke effects. Just, this shit was crazy for the GameCube. I love it. All my buddies at the time were playing Halo, which, I mean, I was playing Halo too, but, like, I remember when this came out, I was like, you guys need to get a GameCube and play Metroid Prime. And everyone was like, it's not Halo. It's not even multiplayer. And I was like, dude, look at this shit. Sorry if it's a bit buggy right now. It's loading a lot of textures all at once. I'd be playing this specifically on my GameCube, because I have the game right up here. I don't own any of the upscale things for the GameCube or any of the older consoles. Like, I keep them at, as legit as possible here. And I don't want to put any more wear on my system when I can just use my PC. Is that better? Sorry. Hey! Okay. Sorry about that. Games with audio ADHD like this are really hard to play while streaming. Ooh! It doesn't help that I'm using the Dolphin thing on RetroArch to run this, as opposed to just using Dolphin. But I wanted to keep it looking like it did when I first played it. Like I said, at least for the beginning part of this review. With chat on here. Well, this isn't exactly the prime time to be streaming. Like I said, at this point I'm just doing this to get some footage and stuff like that while I'm getting my reviews done. My play session today might not be supremely long. We might come back on later tonight for some, like I said, we might just finish up on Prime Remastered since I'm like halfway through that. Just get some footage of this running and so I can show comparison shots. But I've beaten this game so many times that, especially this GameCube version, that it holds no secrets for me. I might not remember where everything's at, but I would eventually. It's pretty easy to find everything in this game. It's just backtracking. And like I said, going back and doing this for the third time in a row now, probably not going to be my best bet. But like I said last night, every time I start this game up, I go this way first. But, while we're speaking of weird effects here, Metroid Prime for the GameCube, I vividly remember this effect. And it blew my mind. Like if you look up into the rain, it would land on your visor, but it doesn't seem to be doing it all the time. Yeah, there it goes. It just does it right there, see? And it lands on the gun. Like, that shit was so cool. And, like I said, playing through this right now, like, looking at this, like, this still looks really fucking good. But are you talking about over on TikTok? Like you need help over there? Because I'm still trying to figure out TikTok as it is. Like, seems like a young man's game. Like Kick and all that stuff. Like, there's potential to make a lot of money on stuff like that, but I don't know. I feel as though my personality is a little too muted for TikTok, especially nowadays. Like, I'm usually a lot more expressive, as you remember, but I've toned down a lot, and at this point, like, my whole purpose for doing this is more so just to be informative, to put stuff out there so that if somebody that's younger than me, or, you know, somebody that never played any of these games wants to go back, they can see what the games look like, see my reviews or retrospectives. I plan on doing more actual reviews down the line. Like, we'll do some for newer games as they come out and stuff like that. But for the time being, I'm content with how we're doing things. But I might be able to help you out with some stuff on TikTok. Like I said, it's just one of those things I've got to figure out what I'm doing with it, you know? Ooh. But yeah, if I could figure it out, I'll definitely help you out. But, like I said, I'm just... Oh yeah, no worries. But I know today, after I get off here today, after we get this footage done, I'm going to start finishing up my voice recordings for Metroid 2's review. Which, I'm already halfway done with that, and then I could probably edit the video, and I might be able to have it all out by the end of tonight or by tomorrow. My plan is to kind of try to take my time on this one and maybe have it out later in the weekend. But, so I don't make as many mistakes, because I tend to make a bunch of mistakes when I'm doing these, and I want to get better at it, so taking my time would help. Alright, yeah, I know. Fucking ever-present blinking. I say, if anything, we'll at least try to get through what I did last night. We'll get through Flagra, all that jazz. And then I'll have at least footage for this. Oh my lord. I don't really need the save station. Hey. It's a dick move, Jimbo. But like I said, to be fair, we could just end it up right, like up here and just continue up with some Prime Reloaded, or remastered. You all know what I mean. Oh shit. There we go. There we go. Come on. Yeah. What's that? Oh no, yeah, it's 18 plus. Like everything on my channel is generally, it's definitely not geared for children. Especially my streams, at least. Streams are, I was a sailor, mate. Like this stuff down there. Swearing is second nature to me. I can't help it, but at least with my videos, I can not swear. I write my scripts out to not have anything like that in it, and then I gotta work better at reading my scripts off so that I'm not so robotic, but basically just find out exactly where I want to invest my personality traits into with my vocal performances. Well, as I said, I'm trying really hard not to come off super robotic, and that's how like all my stuff always comes out sounding anyways. Like I said, it's really hard for a person like me to sit down and read something out loud and not come off sounding like that. I can talk normal and be as energetic as I want normally, but if I get into like reading off a script, I try to do it all professionally and, you know, try to sound more like a regular person as opposed to like me. Alright. Seeing as how I just did all of this last night, we're going to go ahead and save right here. And Fuck off. Bees. There we go. I'll try to get at least an hour's worth of footage in here, so. Yeah, I think we can at least take out Beetle Bailey over here. But I do apologize for the shorter nature of the streams as of late. It's mostly just been, a lot of family stuff going on. Trying my hardest to get all of this started at one time. Easy peasy. Like I said. Easy peasy. Oh shit. I will say the morph ball is infinitely easier to control in this game. Alrighty. I think we get up to the save spot. We'll call it for this one, then we'll load up Prime Remastered. I'll have to come back on for it, but once we do that, we can finish that up over the next day or two. Like I said, Prime's gonna take a bit longer than the older Metroids, but what? This right here is a good example of what they kind of screwed up with the remaster, though, is like lighting got real fucky. And not always the best. Balls. Reaper. Reaper Vine. Reaper Vine. I know where it is. Thank you. Alright, so we'll save here. Alright. Now, barring that it lets me sign back on, we will be back. If not, I'll be back on later. For some reason, YouTube seems to, every time I log or sign off of this, it tells me that I have like a little amount of time I have to wait before I can sign back on. So, if that happens, I'll be back on in a little bit tonight. If I can't get back on, I'll just go ahead and record my lines right now. If I can get back on, we're going to come right back on with Metroid Prime Remastered.